Josh here, CrossFit Rehab Fridays workout. We're gonna finish up our stuff for the hip this week. We've done a lot of stretching, but today we're gonna do tissue therapy. It's important to note that you can probably be pretty random about how you apply some of this hip stuff. As long as there's not a glaring issue that you already know about, it's important to just do daily maintenance. And this one is a big one that we've left out, which is just tissue therapy. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take the ball, you're gonna put it upon the high glute, and then you're gonna lay down and try to lay on your back, not towards the really nervy, it feels like something's gonna explode area, like the lesser intense area, okay? So here's what it's gonna look like. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to see what happens here, but once you're down, you get the ball, high glute, and let the leg fall out. And if you look at what needs to happen, I really should have that knee touch the ground or thereabouts, very close. And I have a pretty good distance away. So I would probably work that for 2 to 3 minutes. Again, the ball is very high. It can be any sort of hard object. It's very high on the hip, and it can go sort of in between that whole area. And you're trying to peel that laminate across and see what that'll do. Okay, so do that, 2 minutes each side, finishing up the hip stuff we've done all week long. Friday, warm up, 3 movements, super simple. Yeah, we're gonna start out with a kick. So try to stay in place, and if you can get a kick that'll go through, make it super fancy. First try, by the way, first try. I do 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Then I'm gonna go to a ankle grab, and then ankle grab. 10 on the right, 10 on the left, and then I'm gonna go into a spider, but I'm just gonna go back into a reverse, all the way down. Keep the rear leg off of the ground, squeeze your glutes on that side, and then come back, so on and so forth. 10 total. I'll pass through all of that for 3, maybe 4 rounds, and that'll be my warm-up for Friday. Friday, strength, 5 sets, 10 reps, single leg RDL. Now these single leg RDL, like, this is plenty of weight. Like, it's more important that you keep the positioning. It's always more important that you keep the positioning. But this component with the single leg RDL specifically can get super delicate without any sort of loading. So we're gonna use this for today. Again, 5 sets of 10. Here's what I'm gonna look for. I like to hold in the leg that lifts off from the floor. So if I'm gonna lift my left, it's in the left hand. So essentially the object, my implement, becomes the leg. Now, so that you can see what's going on, I put a slight bend in that leg, and when I go down, I'm actually trying to turn the leg that comes off of the ground slightly in. So I turn that toe more towards the other leg. So it's not this opened up position, it's actually trying to torque it a little bit. That becomes a lot more challenging, and that's why the load doesn't really have to be that heavy. I'll do 5 sets of 10 on one side, then 5 sets of 10 on the other side, and we'll call that Friday's strength. Friday, Metcon for time, 25 sit-ups, 25 jump squats, 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds. Okay, so here's what it's gonna look like. So I got my 25 sit-up. I like to have my legs extended most of the time. I do like to throw in variation, but majority of the time, I'm gonna have my legs extended out. I'm gonna have my arms down. So it starts kind of like with my toe touch. Keep the arm down, and then come back. You can call it a strict sit-up. Get fancy with whatever you want to name it, but this position here seems to be one of the most difficult and then the most functional. After that, I get through 25 of those, then I set my feet in squat position just outside of the shoulders. Toes are pointed forward. Should be able to go down, lower back is still active, and then some sort of, that's a demo rep. That is a total demo rep. There's no way they'll all be that high, but at least some sort of daylight for 2, 5 reps, 4 total rounds, 4 time Friday's conditioning. Friday, auxiliary. Harder than the workout? I don't know. Let's talk about it in the comments. This is auxiliary harder than the workout. It is 200 flutter kicks from hollow, and then 100 hollow rocks, obviously from hollow. So let's watch that position. Okay? So when I get to my flutter kick position, after I've already done 1,000,000 sit-ups, because of course, I get here, hollow, lower back's on the ground, upper back's not. Flutter kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, 200, and then hollow rock. 2, auxiliary. Auxiliary. Harder than the workout. Who knows? Fridays, auxiliary Fridays, workout into the week.